Hello and welcome to everyone. I'm Vladimir Vladek, the Bulgarian cowboy, and now I'm going to talk about the upcoming match which is slated to take place next weekend, where Ramiz Brahimaj is gonna square off against Takashi Sato, and I'll give some brief predictions right now. Ramiz Brahimaj is the former LFA fighter who fought some really big names who spent the majority of his fighting career at XKO and LFA, known for fantastic submissions, real submission phenom. He won every single fight via submission. Just looking at his squad, Ramiz Brahimaj has every single win via submission, arm triangle choke, guillotine choke. He's a choking expert. In some aspects of fighting, he kind of reminds us on Alexei Oleinik, and he's really doing a great job. And it's very hard to finish him. It's also very hard to outwork him. And Ramiz Brahimaj is actually a very tough fighter. He only lost 2 times via decision when he was unable to submit his opponents. It happened against Steven Katz and Justin Peterson. He's very fair in the stand-up, but he is a ground fighter. He is a stunning ground fighter with fabulous submission skills, choking skills, and believe me, you don't want to end up on the ground with that guy. He's just too good, just too good on the ground. Takashi Sato. Takashi Sato is actually more of a striker. He finished the majority of his opponents via strikes, punches, ground and pound, doctor stoppage, but knees, ground punching. He's more of a fighter who likes to keep the fight standing and who goes for the finish when he takes his opponents down. He lost all of his fights. Only to Kenta Takagi he lost via punch, but he lost 2 times, once via sleeper choke to Glyko Franca and to Belal Muhammad via rear naked choke. So he is a very powerful striker, Takashi Sato, one of the best strikers in the division. But when it comes to ground game, well, it kind of lacks. He is everything but a submission expert. I mean, he had a few submission wins, but man, you can't compare it to the UFC level. In UFC, you have so good submission experts and submission phenoms, and Takashi Sato is better in the stand-up. That's true. He moves better. He moves like a cat. He is quicker. He is faster. But his takedown defense is not good. Ramiz Brahimaj has very explosive takedowns and good takedown game, good transition game. All right, he knows to strike on the bottom, but he's primarily a submission expert, while Takashi Sato is pounder, ground and pound, strike. So who am I rooting for here? If Takashi Sato keeps the fight standing, it's going to be a win for him, but it's very hard to keep the fight standing against Ramiz Brahimaj because of his good feinting, really good grappling, and good takedowns. In some aspects of fighting, he kind of reminds me of Herbert Burns. It's very hard to keep that fight standing. So who am I rooting for here? I give more chances to Ramiz Brahimaj for this fight. Of course, if Takashi Sato keeps it standing, it's going to be a win, but I'd give maybe 55-60% to Ramiz Brahimaj in this fight. And don't miss it next weekend, of course.